First thing you're gonna need, prayer. Go to the Lord, ask him to give you the strength. All right, so this is my old bushing. In every case of the word scam, it's kind of what happened here. Stop it. Stop ruining these cars. Put the stock steering wheel back on. Take the quick release off. YouTube, what is y'all doing? Back again with another banger. I hope y'all enjoying the content. I've been a little bit more consistent lately, at least trying to be. Today, we're gonna be taking on a big project with the G37. Now, I had to take a minute and just think about how I wanted to address this situation. But I think what I'm gonna do is just start working on the car. I'm gonna tell y'all what we doing, and I'm gonna just start working on the car. We have a G37 on jack stands, 6MT, rear. Over here, we have a differential. This is going in there. Honestly, YouTube, I might be taking on a job that's like, it's really testing my abilities. I should not have to put a diff in this car, but the reason why we're doing it is because I have strong belief or strong reason to believe that the differential in this car is welded. And some people like that type of stuff, not me. So I plan this car being a clean daily or a clean, just regular car I can use. It doesn't involve a welded diff. So I went ahead and ordered another one. It's here. I think I got just about everything I need to start this job except for the string. But anyway, the first thing I need to do is get this exhaust off, and it's looking like I'm probably gonna have to cut this exhaust off because it is it's not cooperating. So I did jack the car up and get up under here. I started without y'all because I like to, I had to get my mind right for this thing. So this is a new tool I picked up. It's a Sawzall. Paid $30 for it on Facebook Marketplace. And I have some actual saw things to go in there. And so I'm probably gonna end up using this to cut the exhaust off or try and cut the bolts off. If I have to, I'll cut the exhaust off. Let's just get into it.
75 years later.
Please don't hit that jack stand.
The jack stand ain't gonna fall.
Okay. It's really sketchy.
I might need the IS to come out of here.
You have to move a lot of stuff to do with it.
Great. Now I know y'all wondering, why did I just take the whole exhaust out of this car? Like I really didn't need to drop the whole exhaust to get the diff out. I know y'all wondering why I did that. So it's two reasons. One, I can show y'all how the exhaust is like grinded through or rubbed through. That just comes from the car being low. And the other reason, this car had a muffler delete put on it. So I wouldn't have been able to disconnect this part of the exhaust without cutting it. And I don't really need to touch this part of the exhaust right now. If I want to do something with it, I'll take it to an exhaust shop because I'm not a welder. So I had to cut these bolts off at the end. As you can see, it got a little mangled. But I don't plan on reusing this piece right here. I'm probably going to end up cutting these bolts off too to disconnect it because I got a new piece coming in, a new Y pipe to mount up to the rest of the exhaust that doesn't have the exhaust leaks. It's something cheap, not anything fancy, just something to get rid of the exhaust leak. So that's why I dropped the entire exhaust, because I'm gonna have to do something with it anyway. And that was a pain, but we got it done. If you have not come to this conclusion already, rest assured I have for you. Yes, this car appears to be a drift car. It appears that the previous owner, or maybe the owner before him, I'm thinking it was the previous owner, was likely using this car to drift in. Am I surprised by this? Honestly, not really, because you know these cars get really used and abused out on the road, and all you gotta do is pull up a takeover video and you'll probably see one of these cars. I want to say not this one because it's actually still pretty clean to be. It's a little too clean to be a takeover car, so I'm thinking they might have actually been just drifting the car, which, you know, drift cars get damaged anyway. Knowing what I know about this car, I mean, let's just go ahead and put it out there. In every case of the word scam, it's kind of what happened here. And I probably still would have purchased the car, I just wouldn't have paid what I paid for this car. And I know y'all wondering what I paid for this car. I promise I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in another video. But the car is not as it was represented. The guy that sold me the car, obviously a bad actor. But it was on me to go look at the car and inspect it. And some things you just don't see or notice, like you might go look at the car and it might have a suspension noise, okay? You might not know that means the transmission is doing something, or the diff is exploded, like, or welded, like, especially if you haven't usually been around those. You know, you probably think it's just some suspension issues. It's a used car, it's not gonna be perfect, so you're willing to accept more things than not. But yeah, the car was not, this car is not in the condition in which it was disclosed it would be. I was actually told I could drive this car home, but it all worked out because I ended up getting a truck, which I didn't plan on renting that truck and bringing it home. I'm going off on a tangent, but yes, in every case of the word scam, I think that this car fits the bill. It was not properly disclosed what was going on with the vehicle, everything that was going on with the vehicle. You might say the previous owner didn't know. There's no way you were riding around in this car for, he said, the entirety of a year and didn't know, you know, some of these issues. So you can claim ignorance all you want. I mean, it is what it is. I have the car now that's in my possession. Can't cry over spilled milk. We have to get it fixed. The next thing we gotta do is get this diff dropped. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is probably try and get the drivetrain bolts off before I disconnect the axles. The axles should, I wanna say it should come right out because I just put those in, but you know how things go. Drifting is almost like the new rap game. Like, everybody wanna be a rapper, but like, people should stop. Like, everybody can't rap. I think it's the same way with drifting. Like, everybody want to get one of these cars and try and spin it, drift, slide the block, whatever. Legal pit. Stop it. Stop ruining these cars for stupid reasons. Like, I hate to break it to you, but I feel like somebody need to hear this, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it to your car. You're not serious about the drifting thing. All you finna do is ruin a car, lose money, and just don't do it. And people like me, don't buy the drift cars. Just vet these cars out pretty well. Like, I feel like this one was worth saving. Even if I had known, I just probably would have spent a little bit less on it. But like, stop ruining cars. Like, especially desirable vehicles, trying to be something that you're not. And I really don't care how horrible this comes off if you feel disrespected or not. Stop it. Put the welder down. Put the stock steering wheel back on. Take the quick release off. Because you're not him. You're not him. All right, YouTube, yesterday we got the drive shaft unbolted along with the axles. Today it's time to drop the diff. So I'm gonna be attempting it now. I'm gonna set the camera up and kind of do a time lapse. All right, YouTube, we got the diff out. That's the old diff, new used diff. Should be the same, everything, gear ratio. Wasn't terrible getting out, just took my time lowering it. I want you guys to comment and let me know if this is normal. Like, this thing basically, like, just slides right out. Like, I'm not sure that should be doing it. This one doesn't, that one doesn't do it. None of these do it on the new diff. They're all pretty locked in, so I'm not really sure. Maybe this diff isn't welded and it's just exploded. I have no idea. But we got it out. Maybe if you stay tuned this video, maybe we'll crack that one open and look inside of it and see what's going on. But I'm kind of pissed because this little breather valve right here got bent. Probably be able to bend that back. The silicone around this thing, somebody's definitely been in there. That doesn't look like they would leave it like that factory. This looks more factory to me. Like you don't really see any silicone because they apply the right amount. Somebody's definitely been in there, guy. I don't know who, I don't know for what reason. I was thinking maybe it was welded, but maybe somebody did shoddy work. Not really sure. I'm glad it's out. And now it's time to, I'm gonna clean this one up, try to knock these bushings out, and then we're gonna go under the car and see if we can get that other bushing out. That's probably the hardest part of this job. So that's the part I hear everybody complain about. So let's see if we can get that knocked out. All right. There it is. I'm not even sure if I'm on camera. All right, this should be the last lick. Quite easy. These bushes honestly don't look bad at all. In pretty good condition. But out with the old, in with the new. Alright YouTube, you can tell by my garage this job has just turned in to get it done, and I haven't been recording much. I haven't recorded anything. But so I did get a lot of this stuff done. I got the bushing out, I got dirt all on my face. I got the bushing out. Since I didn't record showing y'all how I got this bushing out, I'm at a minimum show y'all what I use and the technique that I had. Talk to y'all about my technique. So first thing you're gonna need, prayer. Go to the Lord, ask him to give you the strength and just give you the favor, the luck to get this done. Just go to him, because this is what you're gonna need to start this off. Then you're gonna run to the store. You go to Harbor Freight. I went to Harbor Freight and Lowe's. That's where I got the majority of the stuff I need. Tools, I hope you got a good tool set. If not, you just shouldn't be a tip to this job. But make sure you got some tool set. Gonna need a reciprocating saw. You can order the bushing remover thing from Z1. I don't know how that works. A lot of people were complaining about it, so I just did it this way to try and save myself some time. Jury's still out on if that worked. Bushing, so I got this thing from Harbor Freight. I'm sorry. I got this from Lowe's. Put it right there so you can see exactly what it is, if it'll focus. So you can pause the video right there. I got this. I got some nuts to fit that. Not wanting to focus today. Got some nuts and I got some washers. Hope that's everything that you can see, everything you need. You can pause the video and look. So basically what I do is gotta get the old bushing out, cut it out. That is hands down the worst part of this job, is getting that old bushing out, because especially if you're doing this like on your back like I am, under the car on jack stands, it's not gonna be fun. But it's not impossible. A bunch of these, because I broke a few of them. I'll probably get like 2 packs of these. You go to Harbor Freight, you can pick this up too. I'm sorry, this is Lowe's. Y'all gotta bear with me. So this is Lowe's, Harbor Freight. Only thing that's here is that from Harbor Freight. All right, so this is my old bushing. It goes in this way. It goes in this way. You will get you this. Stick it through here. Put a washer on it first. Put a washer on it. Stick it through here. Boom. Stick it to the back side of the bushing. Push it up through the hole. Use this to keep it from coming all the way through. Find you a nice slot. and just bring it in slowly. Make sure you grease the inside of the subframe where the bushing will sit. That'll help a lot. And you just start going to town, wrenching on it, and then it goes in a lot better than it comes out. But like I was saying, you're gonna need some strength to get that bushing out. It's not a fun job. Also, just realized I never showed y'all what bushings I went with. Going with these white lines. I looked these up online, heard a lot of good stuff about them. Found them on sale on eBay, so I went ahead and picked these up. And there's the part number if you are interested. Alright, YouTube, yesterday we got the new bushings in, got the new diff in, the drive shaft hooked up, and we drained the diff. I let the diff drain overnight. And as you can see, it does not look good. And there's the bolt. Got to clean it off. It's got a lot of build up on it. Not anything unusual, I would say. I'm not sure. But we also got our new fluid here. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal the diff back up. Pump this new fluid in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try and get the axles installed. The goal for the day, get the axles hooked back up, and then we want to throw the sway bar back in the car. Obviously refill the diff, seal it back up, and then that's going to be it for this car until I get the rest of the exhaust components, which should be here sometime this week. Still thinking, I'm probably going to crack that diff open at some point in this video. Don't know when that's going to be, but that's definitely coming. So let's get to work. Alright, YouTube, I hope that y'all are dying to see what's in this diff just as much as I am. I haven't even been able to sleep at night because I've been so curious. Anyway, let's crack this thing open. I'm going to start with the drain bolt. I'm going to let it drain out, and then I'm going to go around it and take all the bolts out so we can get a better look and see what's happening inside this guy. I bet this is not gonna look good. Oh yeah, this looks terrible. This looks way worse. than the other fluid that I took out. For those who are curious, this is what the fluid looks like. It's disgusting. It's actually green. I don't think I've ever seen fluid that bad, but maybe I'm being dramatic. It is welded, guys. This diff is definitely welded. So I'm not an expert on differentials. In fact, I probably know very little about them other than gear ratios. But yeah, this is definitely welded. If you see in here, you see these welds right here. That doesn't even look factory. Like if I turn this, you can see it's a weld right there. Let's zoom y'all in. That's a weld. That's another weld. They pretty much welded this thing together so it always spins at the same speed, which explains a lot. Now I know that that's gonna eliminate one of the issues I was having. So the next thing is, what do I do? What do I do with this differential? Do I try and fix it, make it normal again, or sell it? Like, well, we got the thing open. We can now confirm that it's indeed welded. I'm glad that I went ahead and ordered a new diff instead of like just checking this before I ordered it, because now I got something to replace it with, and I don't have to have my car just sitting there for weeks with waiting on another part. So the diff is welded. That sucks. But yeah, what can you do? We got it replaced, so we can move on from this. All right, YouTube, it's been a couple of days since I last recorded. I've been pretty much waiting on parts, specifically the exhaust piece that I ordered, but now I have it and I'm about to show it to y'all and try and get the exhaust back on the car so we can put it on the ground and drive it. Now I did go ahead and change my transmission fluid off camera. I did that because my brother kind of persuaded me to do so. So if you're watching this, Jake, anyway, the transmission fluid did look like it had been replaced not too long ago, so I just did it anyway. Peace of mind, I guess. But this is a new exhaust piece I ordered off eBay. I'm hoping that it'll fit because it didn't look like it would fit the best, but we got to make it work at this point. And it's gonna mount up to this piece, the long piece. It's replacing this guy here, because as you can see, it's kind of grinded through. So hopefully that'll make our exhaust noise, fix our exhaust leak. But yeah, I'm finna get this bolted up and get back on the car. Probably not gonna show this because I'm really ready to get it done. So hopefully, you know, in this next clip, I got good news and we got all of this stuff on. Everything's working like it should. YouTube, finally got the car back on the ground. As you can see, I did move it, start it up. Still has a small exhaust leak. I'm probably just gonna go to an exhaust shop and get that taken care of, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. I wish I had actually got a before and after clip so you can hear how much quieter it is, but it still does have a small exhaust leak. Anyway, we got it back on the ground. I'm gonna give y'all a cold start here in a second. A POV will be coming in the next video. This video, I just run out of time on it. I'm trying to do these weekly uploads. I hope y'all enjoying it. Where I get a video out either Thursday or Friday each week. If I'm gonna do that this week, I need to end the video here, so we won't be able to get the POV in this video. But I will say I have driven the car around the block and it drives so much better. No more popping, creaking. All of this stuff is gone. I can't really speak on the differential bushings yet In fact, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to give y'all a review on that at all because the car drove so horrible to me with the welded diff. So I don't know, everything's just a lot better now. Speaking of the welded diff, it is for sale. I thought about building it. I'm probably just gonna post it on Facebook Marketplace or something and let everybody know that it is a welded diff instead of scamming somebody and just selling them a diff. Anyway, the diff, it will be for sale. Do not message me if you do not have the means to come pick this up in Tennessee because I am not shipping it. Also, if you're thinking about ordering that exhaust piece that I had installed on this car, I'm gonna leave a link in the description on where I got that from. I will say it's not the best quality, and before you put the like V-band thing on there to install the exhaust, make sure you mock it up first because I ran into an issue where I had already installed that and it was kind of hard to adjust afterwards. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying it. It was only like $100. That's not gonna be the last exhaust for this car. Obviously, it's just something for the time being as we continue to work through the issues with this car. And I think we're getting close. I think it's time to do a tune-up, honestly. So they'll probably be happening next. Some of everything else goes well. But I'm gonna get y'all in here for this startup. It's gonna be a cold startup too. All right, YouTube, that's gonna conclude this episode in the G series. I hope y'all liking the content, rocking with it. Actually, I can see if y'all are, but still hope that y'all gonna get entertained with the G because I'm sort of enjoying the car, enjoying the project. But I'm gonna end this video here. Appreciate y'all for watching.